YouTube now. Bam, there we go. What's up, Manuel? My guy. What's up, my guy? Tracy, what's up with you? Brian, how you doing? Hey, Tracy, did you get your hat? Let me know if you got your hat today. Sharon, how you doing? Auntie Mary, how you doing? What hat I'm trying to rock today? Am I trying to do RTDB today, or am I trying to do Hot Boys? I ain't did Hot Boys in a minute, right? Let's do Hot Boys, right? Hey, you guys already know, Top Star Giver will be going. I got 2 more RTDB hats that I'm able to give away. Got 2 more. Shiga-ding, shaka-dome, shiga-ding-ding-ding. What up with you, Miss Tracy? She says she ain't got her hat yet. All right, don't trip. Top Star Giver is going home with the Dallas. Got the run the damn ball hats, and I got my Super Bowl ring. Okay, saying tomorrow you're gonna get your ring in. You're gonna get your hat tomorrow. Okay, for sure. Just make sure you post that when you get it. All right. What up with you, Junior? What up with you, Mark? My boy Junior says go with the Hot Boy hat. It's around here somewhere. You guys remember Top Star Giver today will be going home with a Super Bowl ring and the what y'all think? This one or the run the damn? What you think? Hey, remember, if you're trying to get them CEVs, go to CEVcollection.com, type in CEV West Coast, and you can use my discount code, and you can get your discount on them today. What's up with you, Miss Rita? Hey, we're going to talk about that, Auntie. We're going to talk about that. What's up with you, Joel? Marvin, what's up with you? Danny, my guy, what's up with you? Danny Russell, I see you. What's up with you, sir? Hey, on YouTube, you got to say something. You got to put your name, say something in the comments over here because I'm on my phone. So if you say something on your phone, right, if you say something to me, I'll be able to say something back to you. It's not like Facebook where it just shows up the whole day. You know what I'm saying? Hey, shout out to my, what's up with you, my boy Joel, Mr. Combo. Hey, you already know. Hey, appreciate whoever just hit that star button too. It's going to show up in a minute. Bobby Budget, what up with you, man? Tyrone Scott. Hey, Bobby, is that your nickname or is that your real name? I'm just curious. Because they made me, I'm just saying, how everybody, some people get to kick their nicknames, but then everybody don't get to, I had to switch my name. Hey, you guys, we're at 600 stars, trying to get to our first goal of 1,000. You guys already know Top Star Giver will be going home with the Dallas Cowboys Super Bowl ring. And I might even throw in there, you run the damn ball hat. So don't trip. I got you. What's up with you, Miss Rita? Miss Rita, I got you locked in on my phone. Junior says, bring them back. Bring them back. What up with you, Mike? What up with you, Mike? What up with you, Mike? See you, my guy. I see you, my guy. What's up with you, Leo? Hey, Mike, let them know what business you have and throw it in the comment box. My guy Mike right here. Hey, you guys know how much we support cowboy businesses. So I'm going to let him throw his business in there. And then once he put it in there, I will tag it on the comment box. I'll tag it so you'll be able to read those. But, hey, you guys already know. Hey, shout out my boy Brian Sterner with 1,000 stars. You guys already know my rule, right? My rule is this. If I'm driving down the street and my car and I have a flat tire, right? My tire, boom, it explodes. And on the left-hand side, I have a tire shop that has an Eagles flag or a Pittsburgh flag. And then I look to the right and I have a tire shop that has a Cowboys flag. You guys know which tire shop we're required to go to first, right? I'm not saying you have to do cowboy business, but this is what I'm saying. If you got cowboy family and you got people that got the same last name as you, rocking the same team as you, don't you think you need to support them like they can support you back? Just like I support you and you support me. You know what I'm saying? I support you with the content, putting it out every day. Y'all support me by hitting that share button, that star button. It's real symbiotic around here. You know, it's Wednesday. I break out the dictionary. I got my big words. I got my big words today. What you think about that? Symbiotic. You know what I'm saying? Symbiotic. You like that? That was cool, right? So, hey, man, let's start with some news that ain't none of our damn business. Hey, let's start with some news that ain't none of our damn business. So, yo, can we just agree that punching folks it's okay to punch people in the NFL? You know what I'm saying? Because this is the third situation this year where I have heard of someone getting punched. You know what I'm saying? So our old coach, Colombo, you know, the one that dipped and left us and went up there to New York. Well, him and Judd, Judd is the head coach of the Giants, got into an altercation, and it looks like my boy Colombo put hands on him. Now, this is all I got to say about the situation is this. Man, give me an O-line coach that's going to punch somebody in the mouth. Hey, it's just something about somebody saying something wrong and getting punched in the mouth. Y'all know I'm okay with people getting punched in the mouth. Y'all know that, right? I'm okay with that. Because, you know, back in the old day, when you do something wrong, God would just come out to earth and just strike you down, get a whole land plague. He don't do that no more. You know what I'm saying? But I do believe that God will send somebody to punch you in your mouth. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't doing what you're supposed to be doing. You know what I'm saying? So every now and then, you just got to take your punishment. So, hey, I thought that was kind of funny because I always say once a cowboy, always a cowboy. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to my dog Colombo for punching somebody in the mouth. Hey, this 2020. You know what I'm saying? Every now and then you need somebody. Hey, Earl Thomas punched somebody in the mouth too. You know what I'm saying? Michael Thomas punched somebody in the mouth too. This is just that year, man. Like you feel me? Like I told y'all, I had a list of players that if you talk disrespectful about them, I might just punch you in the mouth. Like not just even players, just cowboy figures. Like we need to have that list. Like, I ain't gonna lie, Jimmy, if you say something about Jimmy Johnson hair in front of me and you mention the Super Bowls, I might punch you in your mouth. I ain't even gonna lie. I might get you. You know what I'm saying? Green Bay fans almost got me one coming out that game. And Atlanta fans, Philadelphia fans, they already know what's up. You know what I'm saying? So it's okay to punch people. It's okay. I'm not advocating violence. I don't want nobody to believe that. But I'm just saying, we all know that there's some stuff in life that sometimes you might need to punch somebody in the mouth. And guess what? Earl found a reason, Michael Thomas found a reason, and now Colombo. You know what I'm saying? So let's shout out to them for punching folks in the mouth in 2020, man. All right? Hey, man. It's Wednesday. My boy Mike over at Superior AC and Heat. I'm about to pin this, right? Hey, shout out my boy Brian Sterner with the 1,000 stars. We had 3,000 stars. You guys already know the goal each day is to gotta try to get to 10,000 stars. Top star giver also will be going home with the Dallas Cowboys Super Bowl ring, and I'm also gonna throw in an RTDB hat. You know what I'm saying? I remember I told you guys I had 4 RTDB hats that I'm giving away, 2 of each style. I'm gonna be giving each one away, and I'll make sure you guys hit that star button. Appreciate you, my guy, for supporting. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I also tagged my guy. Shout out my boy Nate with the 100 band. Nate got a hat. Shout out my boy Nate too, because my boy Nate got a. Nate, do you have your RTDB hat on right now? I need to know, Mike. I need to know, Nate. I need to know. Let me know if you got your RTDB hat on right now. All right, so let's go ahead and jump into, before we talk about Cowboys, let's talk about one more thing. Let's talk about the Deandre Baker. Now, I know a lot of y'all don't want to talk about it because it makes you feel uncomfortable. But you know me, I don't, you know what I mean? Like every now and then you just got to fart in the room. You know what I'm saying? Let everybody know I'm here. You know what I'm saying? Cowboys, for a team who has 2 cornerbacks on 1-year deals, that is Jordan Lewis, Chidabe Awuzie. Then they have Diggs on a rookie deal, but he broke his foot. So you got him for 3 years. Then you have Anthony Brown, who is the homie. Shout out my boy Charles. Hey, man, my boy Charles. I got to give my boy some special love because I put him on an assignment to late me because I'm trying to go to that Baltimore game, right? And my guy Charles has been updating me with almost all the accurate news as far as what's going on with tickets and everything. So I just want to shout my boy Charles, you know what I'm saying? I want to shout him out because I haven't been able, I live in California, so I can't really, I can Google as much as I want to, but that ground level stuff about like, are they really selling? Because I ain't gonna lie, I done been to 4 Corona games already. You wear your mask, you be okay. You know what I'm saying? Or at least I was. So I was like, shoot, I'm going to go see Dez play. But everything got shut down. They weren't put the information out. So I want to thank my OG Charles for showing me some love and who has been updating me weekly on the status of tickets and things like that for that Baltimore game. So, and I'm gonna be honest with you guys. It's looking like I ain't gonna be able to make it. Why? Because it's looking like they're not even gonna have fans. You know what I'm saying? It looks like there's gonna be nobody in the stadium. So if I can go, I'm going. You already know that's my dog. But if I can't go, then it is what it is. And I will probably go to the Cowboys 49er game. You know what I'm saying? So Cowboys 49er game is probably going to be my next realistic game that I go to, unless Baltimore just instantly finds a cure and my wife says it's okay. You know what I mean? Like, it gets complicated when you get this thing on your finger. You know what I'm saying? It's just weird. You know what I'm saying? But yo, let's talk about DeAndre Baker. DeAndre Baker was found that he wasn't found not guilty or innocent because he didn't go to trial. So let's kind of take that away. A lot of people are saying, yeah, he was found innocent. He wasn't found innocent because he never went to trial. What happens is before you go to trial, they have this thing called the DA. The DA is the person who prosecutes you. And what they do is they look at your case to determine if they're going to press charges against you. If they press charges, then you will go into like trial and stuff. I didn't see enough mafia movies to know how this works. You know what I'm saying? So they got to the level of where the DA was supposed to ask, or talk to the judge and say, hey, are we going to press charges to this guy? And they didn't. You know what I'm saying? They decided not to. The Broward County Police said they're not going to file cases on him. So the kid is innocent. He can sign wherever he wants to sign. He ends up going from the Giants. Who now currently he's probably going to end up signing with the Chiefs, man. And to be honest with you, man, I'm not going to stay on this long because we have a game this week. But I will say this, man. Cowboys got to change their mindset. We have to change our mindset on how we view players and how we're running our business. The reason I say that is because I feel like the Cowboys have this stringent way of doing things the way they want to do it, aka the Cowboy way. I mean, and I'm not saying it's not working because, like, Jerry Jones has the most profitable sports team in America. So it's kind of hard to tell Jerry Jones he's a failure. You know what I'm saying? Like, Jerry Jones has he has the most profitable sports entity in all of sports. And think about this. He makes more money than everybody, regardless if he wins the Super Bowl or not. We made more money than the Chiefs last year. And they won the Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? So it's hard to tell a guy like Jerry Jones that what he's doing is not successful, because in some aspects it is being successful. But I will say this. The Dallas Cowboys definitely have to start looking at the way that teams like the Chiefs, even teams like Philadelphia, bro. Like, I know y'all don't want to hear that, but teams like Philadelphia, teams like the Bucks, teams like Arizona, teams like Seattle, teams that are making these championship type moves to ensure that they continue to go the way they're supposed to. The reason why I throw Philadelphia in there is because guess what? As much as we may hate Winston to Philadelphia, but man, that was a smart move to freaking go get Jalen Hurts at second round. And then think about this. It's really going to be even more smarter because you're probably going to end up playing him. But that was aggressive. But you know what that is? That's thinking more about your future than your now. You know what I'm saying? Cowboys, what we tend to do is, man, we get caught up in this right way, cowboy way, and we were missing out on good players, man. And this is my thing too for the Cowboy contingent. Hey, you guys were 900 stars away from our next goal. 900 stars away from our next goal. I'm going to tell you guys this too. And this is for Jerry Jones and the organization, because we've switched coaches and you've gotten the same outcomes. So it's not the coaches. Like, if you guys didn't know it wasn't the coaches, well, we fired, I don't know how many coaches. Wade, Jason, not even fired. Jimmy's, that's 5. That's 4. I mean, that's 5 off the top of my head. Chad, Gailey, that's 6. We had 6 different coaches. And for the most part, you have gotten the same result. So you know what that means? The common denominator is who? Jerry Jones and this management. So Jerry Jones and this management, this message is for you guys. If you can only have one type of, if you can only manage one type of employee, if you're a teacher and you can only teach one type of student, you're basically worthless. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're useless. You know what I'm saying? A teacher who can only teach good kids that sit down and be quiet every day and don't say nothing, bro, you're useless. Why? Because most kids aren't like that. Like, if you do not have the ability as a management team to adapt to players' personalities and the thing that they like think about this. Look at the Bucks, bro. Look at the freaking Bucks. You know what they said to Antonio Brown? Look, fam, we're going to put you on this team. If you act up, I'm going to cut your ass. Like, point blank and simple. And since we're in a small market, it's not even going to hit the night news. Like, we're not in Dallas, son. This isn't Dallas. We're not going to hold no press conference. And no, son, that's not what we're going to do. We're just going to cut your ass. And then you can go on your Twitter and you can tell the world that you don't play here no more. All right? Like, that's all it was. Wasn't no news conference, nothing, none of that. Straight to the business. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, we got to start, we have to, like, these teams who are not even, and you can't even say the Bucks are, they're a team that's trying to go after a championship. But think about the mentality. Like, think about the mentality. You know what I'm saying? So I say this to say this, like, bro, like, we got to trash the Cowboy way, because the Cowboy way, it ain't working, man. Like, it ain't working. It hasn't worked. And it's not working W-O-R-I-N-G. It's not working W-O-R-K-I-N-G, and it hasn't W-O-R-K-E-D. Like, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you got to spell it out for you to really get the understanding of what you're trying to say. You know what I'm saying? It hasn't done neither one. So it's time to try something new. You know what I'm saying? And my thing is this, Cowboys, you have 6 former head coaches on this team. Why are you afraid to take on strong personalities with 6 damn head coaches on your team? It's ridiculous. Like, bro, you have 300 years worth of experience on your they and you're going to tell me they don't know how to handle some bad attitudes? You know what I'm saying? So, yo, that's my take on the Baker kid. You know what I'm saying? I think the Cowboys missed an opportunity. Why? Because, for one, you get Baker and it prevents you from having to draft a corner in the first 2 rounds next year. Why? Because wouldn't you like to draft an offensive lineman? Wouldn't you like to draft a defensive lineman? Like, imagine putting a CeeDee Lamb type player on our offensive line. Okay, now imagine putting a Trevon Diggs type player on our defensive line. You know what I'm saying? You see what I'm talking about? Like, that's what we need to be thinking about. Because if we improve those 2 things, like, if you, and I already told you guys understand what I feel about the offensive line and the defensive line. The offensive line and the defensive line is what? That's your rib cage, man. Your quarterback, your linebackers, that's your hearts, that's your kidneys, that's your lungs. Like, your lungs can't protect you, nothing. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate you, Manuel, with the 1,500 stars. Hey, we 1,300 stars away from hitting our next goal. But just think about that, y'all. What do I always say about the offensive line, the defensive line? The offensive line, the defensive line is what of your body? It's the lung. It's your rib cage. Who here is, like, honestly, if you've broken a rib, you're a strong mother effer. I salute you, because that is hella painful. You know what I'm saying? But who here has ever had a cracked rib or something? Who here? Who on this feed? I praise God I ain't never had. My injuries have all been lower body. ACL tore, MCL tore, and Achilles tore. All on my resume, fam. You know what I'm saying? All on my resume. My boy, me. Appreciate you. So think about that. I see you. My boy Ken said you can't breathe. So I'm going to ask you, when Dak Prescott, when Andy Dalton cannot, when they have no pressure, what does that mean? You can't breathe, bruh. When they can't throw the ball, what do you say? Damn, bro, he couldn't even breathe. Dak couldn't even breathe, bro. So that's how, like, that's, and I'm going to tell you, like, it's funny, too, because I'm going to tell you this last thing before I start talking about these Minnesota Vikings. Everybody in the world has this thought in their head that their rib cage is just so strong until that mother effer breaks. Like, you'll beat on your chest. People be playing, they'll punch you in your chest. Y'all be playing around, doing all types of stuff. And you really realize how much you need your rib cage until what? Until one of them mugs break. You know what I'm saying? They put you in a cast like no other. Like no other. You know what I'm saying? Hey, shout out my boy Mike Kuda, I can't even say it, over at Superior AC and Heat. We about to talk about these Minnesota Vikings. Watch them on Monday night versus the Green Bay, but versus the Bears. And I'm going to tell y'all this right now, I was not impressed. I was not impressed. But just because I wasn't impressed, doesn't mean that this isn't a good team. I think Minnesota, you got to see it like this. We're about to get the best Minnesota team, most confident Minnesota team that they fielded all season. Why? Because they're coming off a 3-0. They're 3-0 in their last 3 games. They done won 3 straight games. You have, what's the boy name? Old trash can. What's his name? What's his name, old trash can? My boy said V Queens. I heard that. I like that. Marvin. Y'all get good. You guys are very creative with switching these teams' names and turning into the vaginas. That's very creative. You know what I'm saying? All right, so I was rambling for a minute trying to stall because I forgot my notes. You know what I'm saying? So here we go. Hey, do y'all really want to talk about Jalen Smith? Do y'all really want to talk about Jalen Smith? Because I know there's a ridiculous amount of rumors going around. But have y'all noticed this live feed's been pretty entertainment, right? It's been pretty entertaining. And I ain't talked about no rumors or nothing else, nothing but stuff that's common sense. Like, listen to me, right? I want you guys to ask you this question, right? I'm going to ask you this question, right? Would you give your ex $9.8 million to break up with you and to leave? Would you write her a check for $9.8 million? Would you? Think about that. Top star givers going home with the Dallas Cowboys, Michael Irvin Super Bowl ring. If you already have this one, don't trip. I'll swap it out with something else. And you're also going home with the RTDB hat. Top star givers going home with the combo. We 700 stars away from hitting our next goal. What y'all thoughts? YouTube is saying hell no. I like YouTube. Say no. And then can I ask you guys a question? Would you then break up with your ex in the same year? Because say your ex or say the person you're with, they lost their job. You know what I'm saying? But maybe they lost their job because somebody else wasn't really, you know what I'm saying? They lost their job, right? But all the other times, you've been with this person, 4 years and 1 year? Because I'm just saying like this, right? Players do have the ability to play bad for a year. They do. It happens. You know what I'm saying? If you go look at people's career, man, everybody is not super stud AC every single year in their career, but you got to remember that's okay because you don't sign people for 1 year deals. Jalen's not on a 1 year deal. He's on a 6 year deal. So the question for Jalen Smith is he one of your better linebackers or is he one of your better producing defensive players? Is he? Yes. Now, is he causing problems in your locker room? No. Okay. So the only time that you've had a problem with Jalen Smith is also the same year that you had to fire. Like the Dallas Cowboys have never cut players like a Deontay Poe, a free agent, major free agent acquisition. We've never done that. We've never brought in a guy like Poe and then cut him middle of the season because he was just trash. We've never done that. You know what we always do? Make him play the entire season. Now, I'm going to tell you guys something else. Cowboys switched to the 4-3 defense. Two things have happened. Cowboys have played better, and Jalen Smith's tackles have gone down. You want to know why Jalen Smith's tackles have gone down? And I also told you guys this also. When you have better defensive tackles, you don't have to lead the NFL in sacks. I mean, in tackles. Like, think about this. Go look at how many tackles Khalil Mack has. Go look at how many tackles the kid from the Colts have. The reason why they don't have a lot of tackles, go look how many tackles Bobby Wagner has. The reason why these guys don't have a lot of tackles is because their defensive tackles in the front is doing their job. There's only one person in defense that actually has the name tackle in their name. Defensive tackle. Like, that's kind of their job. Now, think of this. We've been in a 4-3 defense. We've had Antoine Woods and Neville Gallimore play extremely better. Oh, my God. Now, all of a sudden, LVE and Jalen Smith are playing better. The only thing that you can say about Jalen Smith and LVE in this last game was a penalty. And guess what? Unfortunately, fam, it happens. I know y'all saw the penalty in the Bears game where the dude literally slapped Foles in the face. Foles' head went this way, and no flag got called. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna, unfortunately, guys, I'm not gonna cut somebody for a penalty. I'm not. You don't cut folks for penalties. Not in the NFL. Why? Because penalties is mindset, bro. You can work that. You can tell somebody, stop putting your hands up. Like, you know what I'm saying? But if you're slow, I can't tell you to go run faster. I can't do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, and to be honest with you, LVE's penalty was worse. Jalen's penalty was worse because of when it happened. But LVE's penalty was trash. Like, if I had to send a tape in on a penalty, it would have been LVE's penalty. Because, bro, like, I got to demonstrate this. Every time I think about this, like, fam, look at this. I think I can do it. Y'all know I love my demonstration game.
Bro, it's fine.
You supposed to be on virtual school. You ain't even, here, you can help me real quick. Hold this real quick. Hold this. We supposed to be on virtual school. She ain't here talking. All right, so there we go. So this what he did. He put his hand up. If a person, and he pushed his hands to the side like this. Fam, if somebody is holding your hand, you should be able to do a reverse motion to get that person off you. Like, bruh, you know what I'm saying? Like, the dude literally, like, I don't see, like, I mean, the dude swiped his hand, LVE used his hand to push it off of him. It was a horrible call. But you know what? I'm going to keep it 1,000 with y'all. We didn't have no preseason. Umpires didn't have their normal, think about this. Umpires usually have 4 games to get it right. So just like you're seeing a bunch of players make mistakes, guess what you're also seeing? A bunch of umpires make mistakes. Why? Because none of them involved with nothing this offseason. Like, you can't expect players to make mistakes, and they practice every day. And the guys who are running up and down in zebra shirts, like, what do you think they were doing in the offseason? Reading a book? But you can't read, like, a lot of penalties are always in the spot, in the moment. You know what I'm saying? So guess what? These referees they're hurting too. And to keep it 1,000, there's bad refereeing all through the NFL, yo. Like I do the NFL Red Zone, so I'm literally watching way more football than I normally would. Because I normally, honestly, I only watch the Cowboys. I watch the Cowboys and whoever we're playing. You know what I'm saying? And then I watch my division opponent if I can see him. You know what I'm saying? But I'm watching way more out of conference stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like way more out of conference stuff. Stuff that I have no business watching the goddamn Chargers. You know what I'm saying? I have no business watching the Chargers, the Bears, you know what I'm saying? The Bengals, all these weird teams, you know what I'm saying? Well, the Bengals because we play them. But you know what I'm saying? But there's bad officiating all over the NFL right now. Bad. Like there's bad officiating all through the NFL. You know what I'm saying? So I don't, I mean, you know what I mean? Like I ain't gonna necessarily, and I believe the Cowboys get more biased. I mean, it's always gonna feel like it's more biased when it's your team. That's what I will say. It's always gonna seem like it's always more against you when it's your team. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure that the New Orleans felt the whole NFL hate them when they got cheated 2 years in a row. First they got the pass interference call. Then the very next year they had another bogus call. You know what I'm saying? So I think Indianapolis, I would think the Saints, you know what I'm saying? I would think the Saints would think that the NFL hates them more than anything. Like, think about this. They changed the rule. They made a whole rule change for the Saints. And then they changed it back. They're like, yeah, we're going to try this for a year. Why? Because they made such a big stink out of it. And I told y'all, I made videos. I said, man, this is not going to stay. This is not going to stay in the NFL. All right. So, yo, man, so this is my thing. Like, listen to me. Ezekiel Elliott, Jalen Smith, D-Law, Dak Prescott. These are all players who have major money. And I'm going to tell you guys something. Like, I need you to kind of feel me on this. Like, heavy is the crown. Like, bro, when you're a top athlete on America's team, whenever something's going wrong, you're going to get the blame for it. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just how it is in Dallas. You know what I'm saying? Like there's positives that comes with Dallas, and then there's negatives that come with Dallas. And guess what? This is part of the negatives that come with Dallas. And more importantly, I don't think the Cowboys, like, this is my thing. Jerry Jones flat out said out of his mouth, Jalen Smith is one of the cornerstones of this team. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm gonna tell you guys this: for any idiot that believes that the Cowboys would cut Jalen Smith because he's gonna make $9.8 million, I'm gonna ask you one simple question, and that one simple question is this. Tyrone Crawford makes $9.1 million. Think of this. Tyrone Crawford makes $9.1 million. Did they cut him? Did they ask Tyrone Crawford. Did they ask Tyrone Crawford to take a pay cut this year? Did they cut him like you guys were begging them to do? No, they did not. No, they did not. What about D-Law? You know what I'm saying? When D-Law got them 5 sacks, and he's making $20 million. Did they cut him? No. Hey, what about Amari Cooper when everybody was saying Amari Cooper only plays at home games? Like, I'm just curious. I'm curious, y'all. I'm curious. I want to know. I'm curious. Did they get rid of any of those dudes? So listen to me, right? If you fire Jalen Smith, you got to fire the whole defensive line in front of him first. You want to know why? Because when you let Poe go, you as an organization were admitting that he was the biggest problem on your defense. So think of this. Since Poe has left, and you know what's crazy, man? I got to start really getting on y'all, but I don't try to do it too much because I don't want to create no enemies. But yo, on the real, man, I told y'all freaking Antoine Woods was better. I told y'all Antoine Woods was better. Nope. I told y'all my hot boy Twonka was better. Told y'all. Like, I literally got on here and was arguing with y'all on that one. I remember them days. I remember he's just your friend. Yeah, he's my friend, but what the hell they got to do with film? You know what I'm saying? So, Cowboy Nate, that's like my last take on that with the Jalen Smith. Like each year, someone in Dallas takes the L, takes the reason on why we did this of the nation. You know what I'm saying? Last year it was Dak. Yeah, Dak is trying to get paid and he goes 8-8. Every year somebody gets railroaded. Who was it the year before Dak? Who was it the year before Dak? Who was the scapegoat 2018? Who was he? El scapegote. I say it in Spanish. I say it in Spanish. Maybe that'll help you out. Appreciate you, Jack with the code with the 200 with the 100 stars. I want to know, who was it? No, it wasn't. Dez was the year before. You know who it was? Zeke who? Zeke who? It was Zeke. This year's Jalen Smith. You know what I'm saying? Like each year we put it on somebody. You feel me? Each year. You know what I mean? So that's why I say it just comes with Dallas, man. It comes with being, what up my boy M Beezy? Hey, you guys, we're 500 stars away from hitting our next goal. Like, Jalen Smith just has to learn from Dak, and he's got to learn from Zeke to not read your comments, keep your head down, and just keep balling. And this is the thing. This is the thing that you gotta love about Dallas Cowboy is, bruh, Jalen Smith make a couple huge plays. They'll forget all about this. And people will forget all about him being your favorite player last year. Like, for real. Yeah, I'm talking about. So that's just, you guys just got to remember, man, these media companies, they got bills to pay too. All right. So, yo, man, let's talk about these Minnesota Vikings, man. These Minnesota Vikings and Cowboys approach on this game tomorrow. Not tomorrow, but on Sunday. First off, you guys know your boy West Coast will be live. Sunday, I will be live. So Sunday, for the watch party. Some of y'all didn't show up for that Pittsburgh game, and I ain't gonna say your names in the comment box, but I'm just saying some of y'all didn't show up though. It's all good. Some of y'all, I've been a fan since 1976. You know what I'm saying? I've been a fan since 1976. So why you giving up week 10 then? You know what I'm saying? If you've been a fan since 1976, you should not be giving up in week 10. You know what I'm saying? I've been a fan before Jerry bought the team. You know what I'm saying? So let's talk about this. Let's talk about this Minnesota game. Yeah, y'all make sure this Sunday y'all have your butts where they're supposed to be, have your eyes where they're supposed to be. If you didn't watch the game this week, you did. If you didn't watch that game, Pittsburgh, you're disrespectful. If you had to go to work, get your money. But if you didn't watch it because you thought we would leave, you need to slap yourself right now and get back on this train. You know what I'm saying? So this week, Dallas Cowboys. Nick, you're absolutely right, Nick. That's exactly where I'm going. My first key to victory is this. Take the discounts. Bruh. Take the discount. You go to a store, somebody gonna give you a discount, take it. Bruh. If Kirk Cousins gonna give you a discount on a possession, take it. What is that? A turnover. Kirk Cousins is like I ain't gonna say that because I'm trying not to be so derogatory, but Kirk Cousins, especially with my examples, Kirk Cousins is he's a turnover machine, bro. Like I've seen him almost try to give the ball over every way that you could outside of him just walking up and just handing it to the defense. Like he threw the interception. He almost had the fumble. He had he had two of them that just looked bad. You know what I'm saying? One thing about this Minnesota, one thing about Kirk though is Kirk knows that he turns the ball over. So Kirk is almost turned into like a little Ryan Fitzpatrick where they just gonna keep throwing that thing. Because Kirk had an interception and was working on his third damn near and was still throwing it like it was crack rock. Just no remorse. You know what I'm saying? So this week, this is definitely gonna be a week, man, where our old school corners our guys from last year before the Diggs is going to have to come up here and they're going to have to play, bro. Because I'm going to tell you this right now. You're not dealing with no DK Metcalf speed, but you dealing with some dudes who can run some mother blank and blank routes, boy. Like Jefferson, that dude is a router. And his yak ability is ridiculous. Averaging 18 yards per catch. Morning, Joseph. What's up, my guy? Averaging 18 yards per catch. The only down in, well, not even gonna say down in his game, but Kirk Cousins doesn't throw him the ball in the red zone. That's one thing I will say. If Jefferson doesn't get there on his own, he ain't getting in the end zone. You know what I'm saying? If Jefferson can't get in the end zone by himself, he's not getting the ball in the red zone. You know what I'm saying? In the red zone, his targets go like this. Randolph, the tight end. That's his first title. That's his homeboy. They probably hang out on the weekends, probably share lockers or something. But yeah, that's his homeboy. That's his number one ace boom coon. You know what I'm saying? He trying to hit him first. You know what I'm saying? Then behind him, he going to try to hit the Thielen kid. Now, Thielen only had 4 catches, but 2 of them was touchdowns. And that is this is not racial, but that is a bad white boy. If you play football, you know that is the highest esteem you can give somebody on the football field. That is a bad white boy. I'm going to tell you this right now. Like, Thielen is going to have a moment. I just think he is, bro, just because he's just that good. Like, there's only a couple wide receivers that I kind of like put in that basket where it's like, bro, he's going to make a play on us. Like, he's going to make a play. You know what I'm saying? Because Thielen is a guy, and it's not even like, Thielen is what Cole Beasley could have been if Cole Beasley would have been, like, better. Like, because Cole Beasley is a monster too. Like, he's a monster too. But he just can't, like, he don't have that breakaway speed. And he just don't have that. I gotta really, but they just like Thielen to me is a better Cole Beasley. And y'all know how I feel about Cole. Cole had 100 and some yards this game. Oh my God. Cole Beasley. Oh my God. He glazed turkey somebody so bad this week. And guess what? Patrick Peterson. That's who it was. Oh my God. Oh my God. Beasley cooked the hell out of him. Killed him. Off the line, too. Shimmy like this. Beasley, I love rhythm steps because rhythm steps, it just looked like the wide receivers dancing. The rhythm step is basically when, I don't know if this is going to work. Oh, snap, it did. Cole Beasley hit him with one of these right here. He come out the huddle, and then he kind of like, mom, and went the other way. Patrick Peterson rose up like a damn cat. You know, you scare a cat, and the cat raise up like this. Yeah, that ain't good. Beasley went the total opposite way. His change of direction. Oh my God. Oh my God. You know what I'm saying? That's Thielen, bruh. Like, that's Thielen. Thielen is gonna kill you on anything that he's just a ridiculous possession receiver, bro. Like, Thielen is a top 5 route runner in the NFL, in my opinion, and I'll fight you on it. Like, I'll fight you on it. You know what I'm saying? Him, Hopkins, Diggs, Amari Cooper. The Jefferson kid is nasty too, though. Like, them double moves, yeah, absolutely. Hey, Joseph, you hitting right now. Like, Thielen is definitely someone you got to pay attention to, because in and around that red zone, he keeps his feet moving. You know what I'm saying? So you can't be face guarding. You know what I'm saying? And one thing about him is he gonna try to make a play for his quarterback. And that's what he did for Kirk Cousins. Because Kirk Cousins threw a ridiculously low ball, and that boy Thielen went down there and threw it. You know what I'm saying? Kaden Allen's up there too. Devontae Adams up there also. I would say my best route runners in the NFL right now, Hopkins, Thielen, Diggs. Adams, and Keenan OBJ. I couldn't think of OBJ because he was hurt, but OBJ, definitely OBJ. Keenan Allen's nice too. He nice too. He nice too though. All right. So yeah. So this is gonna be, they're gonna run a lot of man beater routes, like routes that are designed to get him open. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna run a lot of sluggo routes, a lot of zags, a lot of this type stuff. You know what I'm saying? Jefferson is their home run hitter, even though he doesn't even really score a lot because he only got 3 touchdowns. You know what I'm saying? We're going to need Jordan Lewis to play probably the best game of his career this week. The reason why I say the best game of his career is because, Jordan Lewis, you're a dude that's trying to get paid too, man. Like, you're a guy that's trying to get paid too. So I'm going to need Jordan Lewis, and, Jordan Lewis is definitely going to have to play well this week. And to be honest with you, I don't even think, since Diggs is out, I don't even really like the whole approach of putting a guy on one guy all game. I don't like that. I would rather you lock down a side. I would rather have a corner that can lock down a side versus locking down a player. You know what I'm saying? So this game, I wouldn't have one corner on one guy the entire game. I wouldn't do that this game. Why? Because, bro, there's no dip. There's like between Thielen and between Thielen and Jefferson, like, bro, we don't have it. Like, we don't really have it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you can't just be like, okay, I'm gonna drop this guy on him. You know what I'm saying? So this game, honestly, man, I say, man, just leave them on their sides. Let them play a left. Let the corners play a right. And whoever you get, man up on him. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want to have no situations where Cheeto's trying to get from this side of the field to the other side of the field, and he can't get there fast enough, and it's going to the house. Because one thing I will say is with Kirk Cousins, man, his wide receivers are trained just like Aaron Rodgers is. When everything goes wrong, go deep. I've seen him do it 2 times. On a false start, and I think on both of them was on false starts. And they just went deep. What's up with you, Janelle? Hey, you guys, don't forget, Top Star Giver today is going home with the Run the Ball hat. And that's my last Run the Ball hat I can give away. So, and you're also going on with a Dallas Cowboys Super Bowl ring. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? My boy says RTB D-line should be to eat this game. Hey, one thing I will say though is Chicago was able to get pressure on these guys. They was able to get pressure. And Chicago was able to do something that the whole reason why I was watching the game. The whole reason I was watching the Chicago and Minnesota's game was I was hoping to see Chicago show us how to stop Dalvin, how to stop him, how to bottle him up. And they did that. But I'm going to tell you this right now. The Bears have better corners, better safeties than us. Right now, they have better safeties than us. And once Dalvin Cook gets past the second level, man, it's over. That dude, like, he goes to a totally different speed. Like, it's literally like he goes to a totally different speed. So we definitely got to make sure that we get pressure at the point of attack. Because one thing that they were doing really, really good, and I'm going to tell you, they don't actually run him a lot up the middle. You know what I'm saying? So if you can stop that up the middle run, which we already have a problem with it already, but we've gotten better with it. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, if we can get that middle stopped, then what you're going to see is him bouncing that mess to the outsides. And that's what they were doing. He was just bouncing it to the outsides. And they were just forcing him out of bounds every time. Like, literally, he was just bouncing it. What's up with you, Brendan? Brandon. They would like literally they couldn't do anything up the middle. So he was just bouncing. He just kept bouncing on outside, and the linebackers. That I'm gonna tell you, this is gonna be I'm gonna tell you this right here. This is gonna actually be a really big, since they do a lot of outside zones and a lot of outside reads. This is gonna be a game where your linebackers are probably gonna have a lot of tackles. Like, I think this is gonna be a game where you're gonna see why you love a Jalen Smith and why you got a Van Der Esch. Because I'm gonna tell you this right now, Raekwon Smith, that linebacker up there in Chicago, he was really the difference in that's this whole game. Like, he was the difference. He was on everything. Like, he was the difference. Like, our linebackers, like, we got to get ready to play some, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know they hear the pressure. I know Jalen hear it. You know what I'm saying? I know these guys, you know, they be on Instagram and Twitter. I know he hear it. And you know what? The cool thing about it is Jalen, you know, outside of, you know, the missed tackles, because there has been missed tackles by Jalen Smith. But, I mean, you can't put as much creed on the missed tackles as you do the tackles that are actually being made. You know what I'm saying? So my thing is this. With him not having to make so many tackles because defensive tackles are playing up front, you know what that also means? That means he's going to have less tackles to miss because he has less tackles to make. You know what I'm saying? Also, so that's the you know, so that's the number one thing, man. If the Dallas Cowboys, if Neville Gallimore and my guy Woods, man, if we can get pressure up the middle and make Dalvin Cook bounce those runs outside, then guess what's gonna happen, man? Jalen Smith and Van Der Esch are gonna eat, man. They're gonna have a gang of tackles. The reason I'm gonna say they're gonna have a gang of tackles is because they run Cook like 30 times. So they're gonna have like 30 opportunities to tackle him. You know what I'm saying? Like, because they run him, like, think about this. They ran Dalvin Cook 13 times in the first half, ran him 17 times in the second half. They are a real RTDB team. Hey, yo, we 700 stars away from hitting our next goal. 700 stars. Who you think gonna win? I think the Cowboys. I believe that there's a path for the Cowboys to win this game. Like, because you got to see it like this, man. Like, theoretically, with or without Dak, your Cowboys are playing the best football they're playing right now. This is the best Cowboy football team that you've seen of 2020. I'm not even gonna say that team that beat Atlanta. The reason being is because, bruh, the defense damn near gave up 40 points almost. They ain't did that in almost a month. Hey, turn that down. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, your defense ain't did that in almost a month. So theoretically, let's just be real, with or without Dak, Sunday was the best you have seen your team play all year. And remember, when you scout a team, when you're looking at film on a team, you're not watching film from week one. You're watching film over the last 3 weeks. And if Minnesota is watching the Cowboys over the last 3 weeks, they're going to see a pretty damn good team. And I'm going to tell you the cool thing about it is Minnesota has really no film on Andy Dalton as a Dallas Cowboy. Why? Because he only played a game and a half. But you know what? I take that back because he got eight years of film ain't gonna supersede 3 weeks. But you ain't got 8 years of him in this offense. So guess what? The cool thing about it is, since you're gonna have you know what? Better example is this. Think about this. They really can't even use any of the passing schemes or any of that stuff from the Minnesota game because it's a totally different quarterback. Hey, shout out my guy on YouTube. Just hit me with the $5 super chat. Appreciate you, my guy. You guys remember Top Star Givers will be going home with a Super Bowl ring today? Think about that. I just thought about that, actually. I literally just thought about that. Like, the film from Minnesota, from a pass perspective, you can look at the passing, you can look at the protection scheme from the offensive line, but you can't really look at anything as far as the quarterback because it's a different quarterback. So.
Yeah, absolutely. Like I said, I'll kind of, if I didn't talk about it, it's just because of how, your drains are flowing fine today.
You know what I'm saying? So, that was you. Appreciate you, DK. DK Steele, appreciate you, my guy. They just need to stop Jefferson. Honestly, man, I don't even really think it's about Jefferson, man. I think if you bottle up Cook, you're going to win this game. You're going to win this game because this is my thing, bro. Like, the quarterbacks over the next 7 weeks. Like, if you look at the quarterbacks over the next 7 weeks, like, it almost favors our corners every game except for Baltimore. And I'm going to be honest with you, Lamar Jackson ain't having a good year either. Like, we not really playing no stud, you know what I mean? Like Kirk, we have an advantage over Kirk Cousins. Why? I believe because you've seen him so many times. Like, there's a lot of tendencies that we know about. You know what I'm talking about? Hey, you should be able to get stars on there. You just got to log out, and then log back in and hit the start thing. So there should be a confidence. There shouldn't be like the way the Cowboys felt playing against Pittsburgh. Like, you shouldn't feel that against this Minnesota team. But I mean, if Minnesota's looking at the Cowboys defense over the last 3 weeks, you're seeing a defense that's improved each week better. You know what I'm saying? Now, cool. Now, granted, we might not have a play where our linebacker intercepts the ball out of the wide receiver's hand at the same time, but I'm pretty sure we might be able to catch one of those duck passes that what's called thrown. And I'm gonna tell you this right now: Chidobe Awuzie and Jordan Lewis, two guys that are looking to get paid. The quickest way to get paid in the NFL is what? Get your hands on balls. And these guys know it. Because I'm going to tell you this right now. If they have on record right now, Diggs gave up 4 touchdowns. Right? But he also got 2 interceptions. I'm pretty sure my boy Chidobe Awuzie is thinking the same thing. Shoot, I got 1 already. If I get 2 more interceptions, 3 more interceptions. If I can get 2 more interceptions, that's 3 on the year. And guess what? You're going to have to play some quarterbacks that are going to give you opportunity to get interceptions. Freaking, what's the boy name? Kirk Cousins. He's giving you an opportunity to get interceptions. Daniel Jones. He's a turnover machine. Every quarterback in Washington. Joe Burrows is a rookie. Lamar Jackson's MVP from last year, but he ain't playing good. So, like, we're about to play 7 games against 7, like, except for outside. And then, bro, I don't even know who. Carson Wentz, come on, fam. Like, we ain't got to. Carson Wentz, like, the reason why I didn't mention 2 teams is because I think both teams will have different quarterbacks by the time we play them. 49ers, Mullins is not good. I actually thought he was better. He actually fooled me. I liked him last year. But he not playing well, and I don't believe Jimmy Garoppolo is going to play. So I think he's done for the season. So I don't even know who the 49ers quarterback's going to be. You know what I'm saying? And then who else? I was going to say the other dude, the Eagles. Unfortunately, I think we'll probably play Jalen Hurts. But by the time we play Eagles, I think Jalen Hurts is going to be the starting quarterback. When the next time we play the Eagles, I believe Jalen Hurts is going to be your starting quarterback. So, I mean, we got 7, we have 7 beatable quarterbacks. You know what I'm saying? The teams, that's one thing. I think Lamar Jackson's your only legit quarterback on there. You have 7 quarterbacks. You have 7 quarterbacks. 6 are definitely beatable.
But you don't really get that.
And most of these teams are set around their quarterbacks. You beat their quarterback, you beat the team.
And then you're not supposed to charge the battery up completely, but I mean, for the most part.
You know what I'm saying? Because I know for a fact if you beat Lamar Jackson, you're gonna beat Baltimore.
I'll just have a messed up day where I'm going like, LA, Orange County.
We got now for this Minnesota game.
I can't always.
My number one ask: keep Dalvin Cook. If you can keep Dalvin Cook under 100 yards, you're gonna win. Keep him under 100 yards, you're gonna win. Why? Because you're gonna put Kirk Cousins in obvious pass plays, and you're gonna make him throw. And Kirk Cousins, he's a turnover machine. He's gonna give you action out of football. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna tell you what else we need to see. We need to see how Mike McCarthy looks out after buys. Like, it's very important for Mike McCarthy to come out here and play well, man. Have these guys playing well and looking good. Because think about this. You're on a 5-year contract. So you have 4 more bye weeks on your contract that we're going to see. I want to see you. Do your teams come out firing fast after a bye week, or do they come out slow? Lethargic. Because remember, Jason Garrett teams didn't really play good after, you know what I mean? We didn't play good after buys. So let's see if they can change that. You know what I'm saying? But hey, man, I've been on here for about an hour. I appreciate you guys. You guys already know, top star giver, going home with the Dallas Cowboys Super Bowl ring. I will be live on here tonight. Same time as always, 6 o'clock. Top star givers going home with it. Top star givers going home with it. Maybe hit that star button. Actually, guys, I want them to start Andy Dalton. I've already told you guys this. I believe that Andy Dalton has more incentive to win. And I want to see Andy Dalton. I want to see the only reason why you feel so bad about why you don't like Andy Dalton, because he didn't play good in the game that he played in. Well, also in the game he played in, he did not have any starting offensive linemen guarding him. Hence the reason he got hit and got hit with a concussion. You know what I'm saying? So, for me, I want to see Andy Dalton. He has $1 million. Andy Dalton makes $1 million if we make the playoffs. I want to make the playoffs. Gilbert don't have an incentive like that. And you got to remember, I don't really care if Gilbert is good for a game. I need a guy who's good enough that's going to be good for 7 games. And Andy Dalton is about to play a division that he's already played before. Because remember, he used to be in the AFC. So he's played Baltimore. He's played Cincinnati. You know what I'm saying? He's played these teams several times. You know what I'm saying? And you want to think that Andy Dalton, you want to think Garrett Gilbert played so well because of what? The fact that he had Zach Martin and Tyler and all these starters. You know what I'm saying? So now you give Andy Dalton that same offensive line. See what he can do. Like, theoretically, Andy Dalton should be better than Gilbert. And if he is, we'll probably beat the Minnesota Vikings. And most importantly, starting Andy Dalton, it lets me know that Jerry is not tanking. Because if you were tanking, you wouldn't start a guy that makes $1 million to make the playoffs. You don't do that. Because what if he makes the playoffs? Then you got to pay him $1 million. And think about this. Obviously, Jerry doesn't give a damn about going to the playoffs and losing in the first round. Because why go to the playoffs just to get blew out? Obviously, Jerry don't care. Because guess what? When you go to the playoffs, it's a 4-game tournament. That's it. And the first game is going to start at your house. You know what I'm saying? You got to win 1 game at home, 2 games on the road, and 1 game in a neutral site. That's it. You're a Super Bowl champion. First goal is to get there first. You know what I'm saying? There have been way crazier stories of people winning Super Bowls. You know what I'm saying? So why can't ours just be the next? Not saying it's going to happen right now, but I am saying this. It's going to start this week against this Minnesota Vikings. All right? I will see you guys tonight at 6. I'll see you guys tonight at 6 p.m. 6 p.m. Cali time. That's 8 p.m. Texas time. 9 p.m. on the East Coast. You guys already know what it is. Never look down because the stars up. Peace.